Hello, everyone. This is Jack Baynes, and welcome to Jack Baynes Religious Study, week beginning the 30th of November 2020. The topic of the week is a bit too late, but okay. The topic is situation ethics. So, what are situation ethics? Situation ethics is a relativist theory which proposes that religious commands should be based on each situation and circumstances. For example, the 10th commandment says, "Thou shalt not covet another person's wife," which means not to desire after her. However, the situation was God trying to avoid divorce and jealousy among the people of Israel to do with wives. There may be legal grounds for desire of another's wife if, for example, she used to be your wife, whom you still have these strong feelings for her, or if you had strong feelings for her before she decided to marry her current husband. Surely there's nothing biblically wrong about strong feelings altogether. We're just trying to eliminate envy here, not repress feelings. The philosophical proponent of the theory was none other than Joseph Fletcher, an American Jesuit priest. In his book of the same name, Situation Ethics, as a topic. It was written in 1962, at a time where more social freedoms like the hipster revolution, there was a Cold War involvement here, and there was also the civil rights era. There were more social freedoms being demanded. He was concerned in that time religions couldn't feasibly exist with the same circumstances as Jesus' time. There were a lot of elements that had to change. For example, there was more individual freedom than Jesus' time. So he underlines what situation ethics means with an example from when his friend spoke to a cab driver in St. Louis, Missouri. "I and my father and his grandfathers were always straight-ticket Republicans." "Ah, I take it that means you will vote for Senator so-and-so." "No, there are times when a man has to push his principles aside and do the right thing." So, for some other scholarly views on situation ethics, the quotation from the last slide, that was taken from William Barclay's Ethics in a Permissive Society. He was appreciating Fletcher's work in that section, finding it useful for his ethical approach, which said that it was better for oneself to find his own ethics, find his own way and understand by himself how ethics was going to work. Right here, right now. However, Paul Tillich, another American philosopher of the 20th century, wrote in Morality and Beyond that actually too free a situation would make everyone re-evaluate moral frameworks based on every situation. That wouldn't be maintainable. Here are the philosophers. Tillich also takes a middle approach to this between situationism and legalism. So do others like Bernard Huss, who believe in proportionalism instead, where there must be at least some situationalism just with natural moral law that can never be overturned except for serious reasons. So if you want some different perspectives of situation ethics, a passionate person, for example, would say, "Yay! We can focus on a situation and see whether it is best to hold passionate love for others. Thou shalt not murder, not even in self-defense." Oh, come on. God only wanted us to remind us that killing someone is unsightly and generally bad for us. Surely he didn't want to prescribe zero necessary killing. Didn't he have to kill people anyway? That should be a capital H. Sorry, God. But yes, God did kill people in the Old Testament. He had to as a way of restoring life. A religious person would say But Jesus uses the art of situation ethics when seeing the Pharisees about to stone an adulterous woman to death. He famously says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone," implying that all have sinned. And in this situation, retribution is as important over legalism for the women as for the Pharisees themselves. That shouldn't say retribution. That should say forgiveness and reconciliation. Reconciliation is the word. That is important, more important than legalism, just like it is for the Pharisees who have sinned. I've also decided to add Hindu religious idea here, but they also have situation and legalism, backed up by a verse from the Gita. "Let the scriptures be thy authority in determining what ought to be done and what ought not to be done. Knowing what has been declared in the ordinances of scriptures, thou oughtest to work in this world. Thou oughtest to work in this world." That is situationism, knowing what has been declared. This is practical applied ethics. Legalism is let the scriptures be thy authority. There is a real Hinduism have a very, very great ethical foundation in terms of situationism over here, for certain. But if we wanted to summarize this situation box right here, well, in a passionate religious way anyway, we need a weekly limerick, which goes a little something like this. Joseph Fletcher made religion more flexible. Less schools of God and more excellent. He and Barclay and the Hindus versus the likes of Tiddick and Hoos knew that murdering isn't always messing up. Thanks so much for watching Jack Baynes Religious Study!